Dodgers Nation, buckle up, because today we have major news coming out of spring training. The roster is starting to take shape, and some key young talents are heading back to the minors. What does this mean for the opening day lineup? And what about the players still fighting for a roster spot? There's a lot to unpack, so stick around, because you won't want to miss these updates. Before we get into it, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a Dodgers update. And, of course, we want to hear from you. Drop a comment below, which roster move surprised you the most? Let's dive in. Part 1, the first roster cuts. Spring training is all about competition. Every year, players battle for their spot on the team, and this season is no different. The Dodgers have one of the deepest rosters in baseball, which means some tough decisions had to be made early. And over the weekend, we got the first wave of roster cuts. 8 players were sent down to minor league camp, including pitcher Nick Frasso, outfielders Josue De Paula, Zaire Hope, Ryan Ward, and Justin Dean, as well as pitchers Carlos Duran, Julian Fernandez, and Justin Jarvis. Frasso was the only one from the 40-man roster, meaning he was officially optioned to the minors, while the rest were reassigned. Now, let's break this down. Frasso pitched 2 scoreless innings in Cactus League play and showed promising signs, but after missing all of 2024 due to shoulder and hip surgery, he still needs time to develop. This move isn't a demotion, it's about making sure he's fully ready when the Dodgers call him up later this season. As for De Paula and Hope, these two are among the Dodgers' top prospects, both appearing on multiple top 100 lists. While they won't start the season with the big league club, the front office clearly believes they are the future of the franchise. Dodgers fans should be excited about what's coming next for these young stars. Then there's Justin Dean, one of only 2 Dodgers players to appear in all 11 spring training games so far. The fact that he got that much playing time speaks volumes about what the team thinks of him. He may not be on the opening day roster, but don't be surprised if we see him at Dodger Stadium later this season. While these cuts might seem like setbacks, they actually highlight the incredible depth the Dodgers have. If you're a Dodgers fan, you know that this team doesn't just build for one season, they build for the long haul. Every move is part of a bigger strategy. These young players will have their moment, and when they do, they'll be ready. So, what's next? The Dodgers still have 59 players in camp, and more cuts are coming soon. With just 8 games left in Arizona before the team heads to Japan, the final roster decisions will be made in the coming days. Who will make the cut? Let's talk about it. Part 2, the battle for roster spots. Now, let's talk about the players still in the mix. While some players are heading to the minors, others are making a strong case to stay. The Dodgers have 2 open roster spots, and the battle is getting intense. A few names stand out in this fight: outfielders Eddie Rosario and James Outman, infielders David Bote and Hye-Sung Kim, and the ever-versatile Chris Taylor. Rosario brings veteran experience, Outman showed flashes of brilliance last season, and Kim is an intriguing addition with his defensive skills and contact-hitting ability. But let's talk about Bote. This guy has been on fire in spring training. He's hitting .500 with 2 home runs and 9 RBIs. If he keeps this up, the Dodgers might have no choice but to give him a spot on the opening day roster. Could he be this year's surprise contributor? And then there's Chris Taylor. We all know what he brings to the table: versatility, experience, and clutch performances. The Dodgers love players who can play multiple positions, and Taylor is the definition of that. Will he secure his spot once again? Let's not forget about the stakes. The Dodgers are heading to Japan to start their season, meaning they need a roster that is not only talented but also well-balanced. Every move counts. Having the right mix of veterans and emerging stars will set the tone for the season. One thing is clear: this front office is not afraid to make bold decisions. Whether it's trusting young talent or giving a veteran one last shot, the Dodgers are playing chess while the rest of the league is playing checkers. And honestly, that's why this team remains a powerhouse year after year. Part 3, Will Smith's injury concerns. Now, let's talk about another major concern for the Dodgers: Will Smith's lingering injury. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts provided an unfortunate update, confirming that Smith's bone bruise, which he suffered last season, is still bothering him. For those who don't remember, Smith injured his foot in June 2024 after an awkward slide against the Yankees. While he played through it last season, it clearly affected his swing and performance. Roberts admitted that the injury isn't going away anytime soon, and that could be a serious issue for the Dodgers moving forward. Smith is one of the best defensive catchers in the game, and the Dodgers are counting on him to be a key contributor in 2025. But if his injury limits his production, the team might have to consider backup options more seriously. Could we see more playing time for Austin Barnes or even a move for another catcher down the road? The biggest concern here is that rest is the only real solution, and Smith has already tried that during the offseason with little improvement. If the pain persists, will it impact his ability to catch full-time? And more importantly, how much will it affect his power at the plate? Dodgers fans, this is definitely something to keep an eye on. Smith's bat is a crucial part of the lineup, and any lingering issues could spell trouble for the team's offensive consistency. Let's hope he can manage it and stay on the field, but this is a situation that could become a bigger storyline as the season progresses. Time to hear from you. 3 big stories shaping the Dodgers' spring training: the first wave of roster cuts, the battle for the final roster spots, and Will Smith's injury concerns. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Who should make the opening day roster? How worried are you about Smith's injury? Drop your thoughts below, share this video with fellow Dodgers fans, and make sure to subscribe for all the latest updates. We'll be back with more breaking news, analysis, and everything Dodgers. See you in the next video. Go Dodgers! Baseball fire!